Welcome to Classic Game Room for the review of Millennium Soldier Expendable on the Sega Dreamcast. The back of the packaging says, "Don't stop running, don't stop shooting, don't start thinking." That's a strategy I can get behind. Millennium Soldier Expendable is a relatively obscure game for the Sega Dreamcast, which has quickly become one of my favorite Dreamcast games. This run-and-gun style shooter from 1999 is insanely fun and filled with explosions and mayhem. That's just my kind of game, and this review has a heavy German influence because Millennium Soldier Expendable, which is just known as Expendable in the US, was sent to the show by my friend Alexander from Duisburg, Germany, and the PAL Dreamcast with which I'm playing it was sent to the show by my friend Anton from Germany, along with that amazing Toro video converting box of magic for the Dreamcast, sending a beautiful SCART signal through the FrameMeister into your brain because this game is worth it. It's really good, and it's so cheap, too. This one plays like it looks on screen. It's like a cross between Ikari Warriors and Shock Troopers. It's not a twin-stick style shooter, though. You fire in the direction that you're running, but you can hold down the right trigger and strafe. And that's what you'll do most of the time, because otherwise it's very difficult to hit enemies that eventually just surround you. This game gets really difficult quickly, and it's a pretty long game, although most of it does look more or less the same. Not the best looking game on the Dreamcast, but it plays really well. And it's tons of fun. There's loads of weapons to pick up. You can also play two players simultaneously, which I was doing earlier. There's a plot to the game that I wasn't paying attention to, but basically it appears like you're some kind of a clone sent on a mission to kill everything. So, there you go. Do you need more of a plot than that? You don't. You are expendable, apparently. If you don't complete the mission quickly, you explode and die. So there's that. It's good to know they're looking out for you. If it moves, shoot it. And this 1999 release tries some interesting things with the camera angles and usually fails miserably every time, but they get an A for effort. Sometimes you'll enter the room and the camera perspective will change, and then you'll just end up running out of the room because the direction that you were pushing to enter the room is different than the direction when you're in the room. You'll figure it out eventually. At times, Millennium Soldier Expendable feels a bit half-baked, but the result is worth it. It's filled with explosions. It's like a testosterone-fueled 80s action movie in the late 90s on your Dreamcast in space. This one is a really fun game. There's a lot of levels. You can save your progress as you're playing through it, and that's helpful, otherwise you'll never make it. There's hidden areas and hidden things to collect. You're being scored, and sometimes you save people accidentally, you might blow them up, and occasionally they're aliens in disguise, so watch out for them. So, once again, a huge thanks to my friends Anton and Alexander from Germany for hooking this review up. This game is incredible, and if you like this show at all, trust me, you'll enjoy this. If you have good taste in games like I do. If you like Truxton Beer and Total Recall, not the crappy remake, the original, you'll like this. Could use more explosions, though. Classic Game Room has been brought to you by the ultra-massive Video Game Console Guide, 230 pages of video games on Amazon.com, Retro Megatrex, and how to make a video game review show that doesn't suck. And Jesus number 2. Welcome to the Patreon Lord Carnage Club being shouted from a turbo volcano. Michael and Ariana Nelson, Ian Shore, Stephen Chucknick, Al Stever, Rick DeBarros, Jason Goy, Andy Schleiss, Sergio Matthias Hergert, Philip Strabenmuller, Jack Stavris, Ohad Kane, Simon Allen, and Sean Zoltek.